But yeah, the thing is the overhead for this show is so high that I have to make money to keep doing it. And it's more than just paying Jesse and the IT guy. It's like the electricity. Like, this room is like insulated so much that if it gets hot in here, it takes forever to cool it down. If it gets cold in here, it takes forever to heat it up. So the air conditioner has to run around the clock like 24 hours a day. It's just expensive, you know. And before it was like, whatever, we're gonna grow, we're gonna get bigger. And no, we're not now. We're not growing. We're doing quite the opposite of growing. So I don't know. I think I wasted a lot of money on this. I wasted a lot. But you know what? I did help you guys. So at least something good came from it. Tokenization of energy, right? But I have to make some kind of money if I continue to do this. So right now, like, the only thing that's going to keep this going is the TA class or donations. That's the only thing that will keep this going. So if you guys do want to donate, the link tree is in my account. If you want to take the TA classes or get the TA classes, let me know. But I think most of you are already in the TA class. We've almost come to the end of that. So I'm thinking that maybe I can tie it in by the end of this month. Here's the thing is, the guy from Australia, he wants to come on and you know, speak to the TA class, but it might already be wrapped up by then. So we might do it like a special exclusive TA class for everyone that bought all the classes. They'll get to come into that one or something like that, and that'll come on down the road. These guys will be gone in the bear market, and it will be new people. That's true. That's very true. You know, I just gotta wait them out maybe, and you know, I don't even want to say it. I'm not even gonna say it. It's so much bigger. I think wait it out. Yeah, I think that's what I do, is I wait it out. I'll just keep doing it here on YouTube, you know? Because YouTube's doing pretty well. I mean, we got 17 views total, 7 concurrent viewers. You know, people are watching. That's what we get on TikTok on a bad day. Is it people we know being awful? Oh yes, it's people you know, creators you know, creators that you love and follow and send money to are attacking me. Everyone is attacking me. Pretty much everyone. Obviously not Waddy, but yeah. And you know what? It's mostly females. Say it, others get to speak their truths. What do you mean, say what? If he told you their names, you wouldn't sleep at night. Oh, I know, right? If you knew who it was that was doing it, you want a list? Oh, man. I'll tell you what, anybody that wants to know who's attacking me, send me a DM and I'll tell you exactly who it is. There's a long list of people attacking my channel, and it's mostly people that are creators and go live, and some of them are from the community. You want me to release the files? I'm not going to do it on the live here because this is all recorded and uploaded and stuff, but if you guys want to know, I will tell you. I'm not going to tell you to go out and retaliate against anyone, but I wouldn't be unhappy if you did. I would, you know, I think people should know who's doing what, who the bad people are. And there's people literally stealing my content, stealing my TA, putting out that I'm stealing it from them. You need the list, huh? Maybe I'll put the list together. There's a long, nasty list. It ain't nice. I feel like Santa Claus. I'm making a list. I'm checking it twice. Gonna ban everybody who's naughty and not nice. I'm gonna ban them twice. I just can't believe the immaturity. Well, I don't really have much to talk about today. I've been kind of out of it. I've been kind of in my head lately. Let me see here. Did I repost something I wanted to talk to? All right, let's watch this.
Russia has blown the whistle on a U.S. devaluation scheme.
America is trying to change the rules in the gold and cryptocurrency markets. Remember how much debt they have, $35 trillion.
Dropping a global bombshell this week, accusing the U.S. of plotting to erase its $37 trillion debt burden by taking said debt, shoving it into crypto, devaluing it, and then resetting the system with a gold revaluation. A series of moves that wouldn't just impact those using cryptocurrency, but would impact the entire dollar system, meaning your savings, your retirement, your paycheck. But the scariest part is that the plan is already in motion. In case you missed it, Anton Kobiakov, a senior advisor to Russian President Vladimir Putin, made a bold claim this week at the Eastern Economic Forum, stating that the United States is preparing to reset the system, using crypto and gold to erase its massive debt burden.
Driving everyone where? Into the cryptocurrency cloud. Right now they have a $35 trillion currency debt. They move it into crypto, into the cloud, devalue it, and start from scratch.
But here's where it gets interesting. Just a few months ago, President Trump signed into law the Genius Act, legislation that creates regulatory framework for stablecoins. Stablecoins being a type of cryptocurrency that maintain a stable value by being pegged to a real-world asset, such as the dollar. But not all is as it appears. On the surface, it was hailed as innovative, and the U.S. adopting a new digital world that will keep us competitive. But if you look a little bit closer, there are many who say this is the foundation and legal framework for the United States to use these stablecoins as a lifeline for our debt. None of this even takes into consideration the fact that these stablecoins could also be a Trojan horse for financial control over the American people, taking away our freedom and privacy. But that is a separate video that I've already covered. If you want to watch that, I will link it below. But back to the government scheme. It's no secret that as U.S. debt soars past $37 trillion, the U.S. is facing a buyer's crisis. Foreign central banks are dumping treasuries and moving into gold, a clear sign of declining trust in the dollar. In fact, as Kobiakov himself said, the U.S. is very eager to solve the problem of declining trust in the dollar. This is a massive problem for America because the fewer the buyers there are, the higher the yields, meaning higher interest rates that the U.S. then has to pay just to keep the system afloat, making it harder for us to roll over our debt or inflate away our debt, essentially compounding the debt crisis we already have. Enter stablecoins. These digital tokens that are backed one-to-one by U.S. treasuries essentially create an artificial demand for our debt, propping up the entire system and giving us the lifeline we need. But before I explain how the pump and dump would work and how gold plays a role, I want to hear from you. What do you think? Do you think that Russia is exposing the U.S.'s plans? Or do you think that they're just throwing shade at a declining dollar? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Now imagine if the U.S. pushes adoption of these stablecoins, either by policy, regulation, or promoting them as the new safe digital dollar, all of which, by the way, is already starting to happen. Foreign investors, institutions, even retail would hold these stablecoins in mass, which again are backed one-to-one by U.S. Treasuries. So essentially, it would be like a cloud-based treasury market that would be disguised as a payment system. That solves problem one, the demand for our debt. But Kobiakov takes it a step further, claiming that the United States is plotting to weaponize stablecoins. Essentially, once enough U.S. debt is tokenized into these stablecoins, that's when they will turn around and depeg or devalue them. So instead of being one-to-one, one stablecoin to one USD equivalent, maybe it's one stablecoin to 50 cents USD equivalent. All holders would eat the loss, effectively reducing their wealth by 50%, while America would be able to reduce the debt burden significantly without ever having to call it a default. But here's the kicker. Even if you don't have any cryptocurrency, even if you never touch a stablecoin, this devaluation won't just hit foreign nations and financial institutions. It will hit all dollar-denominated assets, everything within the dollar system, your savings, your retirement, your paycheck. All of it would lose value overnight. And if you still don't believe me, or you think that this will never happen, it already has. Something that Kobiakov has the you-know-what to call out on a global stage.
The U.S., just as it did in the 1930s and 1970s, will solve its financial problems at the expense of the entire world, driving everyone where? Into the cryptocurrency cloud. Over time, when part of the U.S. national debt is placed in stablecoins, the U.S. will devalue that debt.
In the 1930s, he's referring to gold confiscation, when the U.S. pulled a fast one on the American citizens, confiscating their gold bullion. Rare and collectible coins were exempt, which is one of the many reasons why it is so important that when we talk about a gold revaluation, or you're considering your own gold and silver strategy, that you work with someone who understands history, right, and the different functions of gold and silver. But President Roosevelt back then in the 30s, he revalued gold from $20.67 an ounce to $35 an ounce, effectively wiping out 41% of purchasing power of the dollar for everyone who held dollars. Russia has...
So there's more to that, but what do you guys think of this? It makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense. This is just what they did when they confiscated gold, like she said. So where does that leave us? What do we do, right? How do we hedge against this? I don't know. I think we got to stay informed and get into crypto while it's being propped up and get out before this crash happens is what I think we have to do. It's a scary thought for sure. The USA is rugging again. Yep. And you know, I feel bad for all these people that are just pushing mass adoption, yes. But what is mass adoption? What is it really going to accomplish? What is really going to happen? And I think the end result is not where you and I get rich, but quite the opposite. The rich get richer and the poor get poorer. What do you guys think, chat? Tell me your thoughts. Tell me your feelings on this, because I don't know. I'm kind of leaning towards what she said. All right, let's see here. Somebody wanted me to look at one. GFI. Let's look at GFI. GFI protocol, US dollar. I'm surprised on anything the government or world governments to second the narrative will be pushed. Is OVPP a ticker? I'm going to have you guys, when you put in a ticker for me to look it up, put the money sign before it, because that's like what you do with a ticker, right? Put the money sign and then the ticker, so I know that it's a ticker. All right, GFI. Once the news stops calling it a scam and promote it, that's when you sell. And that's kind of what they're doing right now, right? This looks maybe